I'm Sarah Martinez, 69. I spent 22 years angry at my sister over a wedding dress. She died last month. We never spoke again. At 69, I finally opened the letters my daughter sent me for 15 years. I had refused to read a single one. I was wrong. I worked 90-hour weeks for 35 years to give my kids everything. Now they're successful strangers who don't call anymore. My husband begged me to quit my job and travel with him. I said next year for 12 years. He had a stroke at 58. Never walked again. I'm Sarah Martinez, 69 years old. What I'm about to share cost me everything I thought mattered. Every single word is true. This is me at 23. The year I made my first big mistake. I chose pride over my sister Elena. It started over something so small I can barely say it out loud now without feeling sick. Lesson 1. Your body keeps a ledger you can't negotiate with. I learned this at 52 when my knees gave out from 30 years waiting tables. I waitressed at Marco's Diner for 3 decades. Double shifts, no breaks. I told myself I was tough. The body doesn't care about tough. It only cares about what you did to it, year after year. Lesson 2. Silence isn't protection. It's poison. My sister Elena and I stopped speaking over her borrowing my wedding dress without asking. 22 years. We lived 4 miles apart. Our kids grew up not knowing their cousins. All because I was too proud to pick up the phone and say, Elena, that hurt me. But I love you more than I love being right. Lesson 3. Stop measuring your life against people playing a different game. My neighbor Gloria had everything I wanted. Or so I thought. Gloria had the perfect house, perfect car, perfect clothes. I spent 15 years feeling inadequate. Then she told me she was filing for bankruptcy and her marriage was ending. Her perfect life was cardboard. Lesson 4. Later is a place you never arrive at. I told my husband Robert we'd travel when I retired. He had a stroke at 58. 12 years of next summer. And after I save more. And when things settle down, Robert spent his last 15 years unable to walk. We never saw Paris. We never saw anything. Lesson 5. You're not who you were at 20. And clinging to that person makes you invisible now. I was homecoming queen in 1974. I brought it up at dinner parties into my 50s. My daughter finally said, Mom, that was 40 years ago. Who are you now? I had no answer. I'd been coasting on 17-year-old Sarah ever since. Lesson 6. Fair weather friends disappear exactly when you need to know who's real. When Robert had his stroke, I found out quick. 20 women from my book club. Not one visited the hospital. Not one brought a casserole. Not one called to ask if I was okay. When things got hard, they evaporated like morning fog. Lesson 7. Resentment is a prison where you're both the prisoner and the guard. After Elena took my dress, I locked myself in for 22 years. I thought about it every Christmas, every birthday, every family gathering. That anger lived rent-free in my chest, eating me alive while Elena probably moved on after the first year. Lesson 8. Not every battle needs a winner. My daughter wanted to study music. I fought her for 2 years straight. Made charts. Showed data. She's a music teacher now. Loves every single day. I spent 2 years trying to crush her dream because I was scared. She was right. I was wrong. And I almost ruined us over it. Lesson 9. Busy doesn't mean important. I worked triple shifts for years, convinced I was doing something noble. I was just running 70-hour weeks while my kids grew up. I missed recitals, baseball games, bedtime stories. I told myself I was providing. I was hiding. From what? I still don't know. Lesson 10. Happiness isn't waiting around the corner. It's in the corner you're standing in right now. If you'd stop and look at it, Series of photos spanning decades. Woman always looking ahead, never at camera, always distracted, always elsewhere mentally. Final photo shows her finally present, finally here, finally awake. Time travel of consciousness. The tragedy of missing your own life while living it. Elena died last month. Pancreatic cancer. 3 weeks from diagnosis to gone. I never got to say I'm sorry. I never got to say I loved her. This is us at her funeral. Me holding her casket handle. 22 years of silence ended by 6 feet of earth. Don't be me. Don't wait. Don't waste a single day on pride, fear, or someday. M69. I got most of it wrong. But if you're young enough to fix it, then listen. Pick up the phone. Take the trip. Say you're sorry. Do it today.